the Northern European qualifier, where of course Czech Republic through the Eastern qualifier as we head into game one. What a game to start the day though. A lot of people on the outside will look at these two teams as being very fortunate to be in Group A, and you know what? I can't disagree, but the fact is that the best chance of getting second, top two in this group is to win this series right now, right here, against your direct competition for that spot.
Yeah, every game is going to be so important today. None more so in Group B, which we'll see a little bit later on. But here in Group A, that second spot, I think everyone's expecting Great Britain to be the ones to take that top spot. Whereas the second spot is kind of up for grabs. We've also got obviously got Norway and Czech Republic. Next up, we are going to see the UK against South Africa as well. And South Africa, we'll talk about them a little bit later on. But all three of those teams really could be any one of them could take the second spot.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about it. I'm hoping for a good performance from South Africa. It might be a baptism by fire against the Great Britain, but I say, surprised I am to see Norway down first, but the Czech Republic have really ramped up the pressure here. You see Lauti winning that race to the ball and Cyrax again, and that's just an uncontested shot for Naumann, who for some reasons put yo at the end of his name.
Yo!
Lest we talk about that, the better.
Yeah, the less we talk about that, the better. But the more I want to talk about Cyrax as well, throughout the qualifiers, the closed qualifiers, I should say, in Europe East, he was a tremendous player. 0.83 goals per game in the closed qualifiers. I believe that was second overall throughout the only losing out to Poland's Nizaron.
Yeah, he's really put in a performance and making a name for himself. Of course, the desk rightly highlighted that Naumann and Lauti have been around for years. I remember them playing since the likes of 2016, 2017, and yet they've always been sort of around the bubble. Very respectable players, of course, especially Lauti, right? Played in Gfini Elite Series. He also came up with big performances, did make Rival Series back when it was RLCS Season 8. Underwater squad, that's a throwback right there, but he's never really made that top tier. And you know, there's a reason why they're in this tournament right now. They made it through that qualifier, and this is a huge chance to step it up with the likes of Cyrax, like you say, performing great, and he really is a shining talent.
Certainly so, and you'd say it could be said for this Norway squad as well. So lesser known talents, obviously got Sieb, who's been around the top pro scene for a good few years now. Early days of RLCS he was in, but I want to focus on Fireman Jonas as well. He was the top scorer per game and assister per game throughout the close qualifiers. Both somehow were 0.93 goals per game and assists per game for Fireman Jonas.
It's very satisfying.
Very satisfying.
I mean, you talk about Sieb, to be fair, he always had this meme in the early years around him about always subbing, always being a sub, getting titles, but you know, he's just kept his head down, he's kept on working, and in the past year or so, he's really started to rack up the results. And you see this Norway team, AW3 of course, outside representing Norway they are, and of course they're Norwegian champions locally. Winning that Game 7 in the finals was incredible series as well. They're really starting to find more and more success, are these three, and they're all three of them on the up, and a lot of credit as well has to go to their coach Ryu, and he's been coaching teams since 2015.
Yeah, a lot of experience on this Norway side. Let's see if any of that shines through. Still to find their first goal in this opening game of the day. Inferno dumping that one towards the backboard. Lauti is there to send it into the corner. It does seem with Norway, with a lot of the possession, obviously trailing at the moment, Sieb will go for net, but not a threatening enough shot. It just feels like all the shots that are coming out from Norway right now, they have had the majority of the pressure in the offense, but nothing threatening.
I think he was trying to find Inferno on the backboard, but couldn't really generate the power he was looking for here, as maybe Norway trying to get to grips with the level of expectation right now. I personally favour them for that second spot coming into today, but so far, Czech Republic are really trying to be the spanner in the works, as they have a good performance. We won't talk about Naumann missing the halfway line boost. It's not going to matter at the end of the day, because the save just can't get made. We talk about Cyrax and the great offense, but he just couldn't reach that one. That's from his own...
Oh, Lauti.
Fireman Jonas.
I reckon Lauti would have had a chance there if he didn't backflip, because he did turn around. I was worried if he just hesitated in the midfield. You see that a lot, where to go straight up or go back to defense. If he had enough boost, he might have had a chance to save that one, but the unfortunate backflip does level the scoreline. And Norway have their first on the board.
It's a big
Inferno now.
Big game to settle the nerves.
Oh,
Very big game. This is final minute now, 1-1. It is tense here at the Intel World Open between Norway and Czech Republic. A huge chance on the line here. No discredit to them. You can say they got out of the easier group, but they can only beat the teams that are in front of them. And Cyrax, he's trying to do just that. You see him get the ball past 2 players here. He's
Cyrax
for a drop down, direct to the net. It's dangerous, but a great touch from Inferno. Louty, he won't be able to keep it inside the post. And that was a fantastic piece of defense, but it's so close for the Czech Republic right now. It is looking dangerous from them.
Flurry of offense for them, starting to turn on the heat. Norway cool under pressure. With 20 seconds to go, looks like this might end up in overtime, although Norway might have another crack at net or two. Inferno up for this one, plenty of boost, maybe just to try and dump it off to a teammate. Might have the flip reset, and he does, but not able to get a solid enough touch. Here comes Jonas from long range. But I think this one might even just stay in the midfield, although Louty just bangs it towards net, lofts it up in the air. Cyrax keeps it high. Oh, got 1 touch, got 2 touch. And Jonas able to make the save, but here comes Malman. Oh, can Lottie get... Oh, just blocked out by the defender, maybe by the post as well. How on earth is this ball still in the air as we trickle down the clock, and it does hit the floor, and we have our first game of the day in overtime.
What a way to open up the day. If this is a trend, we could have a record set in terms of number of overtimes. Why doesn't every single game go to overtime here? A great note to start opening up with, and see he's got a nice flick inside. It's a great pass. It's a great shot, and it took all of 11 seconds. Norway come from behind to take game 1.
And again, Czech Republic just being a little bit too aggressive, sitting in that midfield, and the long-range shot once again from Norway will put them in front and take the first game of the day. Norway 1-0 up on the series. But there's a lot of good to take away, really, for both teams. Czech Republic had some good offense in there, maybe just not consistent enough, and the pressure from Norway just let up.
Yeah, I mean, they actually outshot the Czech Republic here. You see their offense coming through. It was 9 shots to 8 in their favor. Very close game, represented well in the scoreline as well. But AW3, of course, that's Norway, and they were so clinical. That counter-attack was always going to be so dangerous. They had 2 players ready to race to the ball, whereas the 2 defenders for the Czech Republic were backwards. And when your back's turned, it's so difficult to react and go in time. And that was the only slight chance Norway needed in that overtime to take the game immediately.
Yeah, so for Czech Republic to bounce back in this game number 2, going to be crucial for them. Obviously, group stages today, they'll play, I believe they're going to be playing 3 of their games today. We do have 1 game from each group tomorrow,
yes,
to finish off, and I believe that's... Oh, it's UK and
Czech Republic.
Yes,
Pretty
so
sure.
Czech Republic playing 2 games today, so it's the UK and Czech Republic playing their second game, or third game tomorrow in Group A. As we get this one started, as you saw on the bottom of the screen there, go to intel.gg/win500s if you want to win yourself a lovely little $500 gift card courtesy of Visa.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. And what's not bad is obviously you can win that at home if you go to the intel.gg/win500.
Do it right now.
Do it right now. As a second tab, get it open. But what I was going to say is the prize pool in this as well. Obviously bumped up a little bit from the Asian mainland and Asian Maritime and Oceania regions that we saw, that we've seen for the last couple of days. So hefty prizes going on today, or tomorrow even.
I mean, just by qualifying for this event, you're looking at minimum $4,000. And you talk about the game tomorrow between Czech Republic and Great Britain. If Czech Republic can win this series and then beat South Africa later today, they might not even have to win that series against Great Britain to get out of the group and get top 2. But we talk about the series as a whole. Break it down to the games individually. The first tiebreaker is game difference. Then it's head-to-head, right? So every single game they get here is massive. And should they lose this series to Norway, every single game they get is crucial to keeping their hopes alive.
Absolutely. And if you've tuned in the last couple of days for the Intel World Open, first of all, thank you for joining us for the Asian regions and Oceania. But you'll notice as well that there was only 4 teams in each of those regions, and they all went through to the Gauntlet Eliminator bracket on day 2. Here, only 4 teams, so 2 from each group. They're going to go through to a double elimination bracket, similar to what we saw from the closed qualifiers a few weeks ago. With I believe there'll be a bracket reset as well tomorrow during that as well, in the grand final, obviously. Got a lot of Rocket League to be played over the next 48 hours.
Well, that's dangerous from Nauman. There was a fake at the other end from Fireman Jonas as well. She's starting to look more and more confident. She talked about settling the nerves after that Game 1 overtime win. Czech Republic, they certainly want to put things right. Cyrax, though, such a difficult shot when he jumps so early to generate power and stay under the ball. But see, he's going to get away with not making contact on that backboard clear. In fact, Czech Republic giving a bit too much pressure, giving it a bit too much respect, I could say. They're giving so much time and respect, and somehow last second has made the save. That was a bizarre piece of defense. It ended up working out, and we end up still staying at 0-0. But Norway, once they get on offense, they are looking the more threatening team.
And it all comes through from the player Fireman Jonas. He was able to set up his team there. It's just unfortunate. See, when he went in for that shot, it was way off target. I think it would have been a slam dunk to put Norway in front, but we remain deadlocked at 0-0. Inferno now trying to work it from the back, and Czech Republic just getting to these balls a little bit quicker, a little bit more aggressively, and Cyrax there a little bit off target, but Lauti follows it up and puts Czech Republic in front.
I know what you're talking about. He obviously got tired of scoring. Incredible calculated pass from Cyrax there off the inside of the post. He's like, you know what, Lauti, I want to get you a goal. And so you see Fireman Jonas was in the net like, what? Huh? It's missed? Huh? What's happening? Left, right and centre. He was never going to be able to keep that one out as Norway. They slip up, and the Czech Republic are there to take the lead again.
Well, let's see if Norway can fire back quickly as they did somewhat in the last game as well. Or will Czech Republic push the lead to 2? Looks like they will, and Nauman squeezed through by Cyrax 2-0.
What happened? He's been given a pull shot medal as there as well. 3 defenders back, only 1 Nauman, and yet he gets it through all of... Ooh. This man, he's been to the gym, and he's going to double down on the Czech Republic lead.
2-0. And with authority as well. And it seemed like Czech Republic were being a little bit threatened towards the end of game number 1 as Lauti able to make a save. Fireman Jonas can't follow up on that one on a fairly wide open net. He could have put it anywhere, and it would have been very difficult for the Czech Republic to save. But here comes Inferno, trying to take it himself and can't get past the final defender. Fireman Jonas now looking for Sieb, and again off target. Sieb's shooting accuracy throughout these couple of games so far, Tylacto, is leaving a lot to be desired.
It is. I can't believe they didn't get that chance there off the clear. Came popping out in front of the Czech net off the inside of the post. By the way, of course, their original team name, Check This Out. If that can't win fans, I don't know what can. That's the
best team name, I think,
that
I've seen throughout the course qualifier.
It really is. It's
better than Ultimate Epic Awesome New Zealand team for sure.
And Unz and Ooga Booga are still up there.
It's true, up there. They're up there.
Dangerous off the backboard. Fireman Jonas, he couldn't get up to it. But again, you see Czech Republic stand off. Doesn't matter so much now. They got that 2-0 lead. They're happy to take control. They bait out the defenders here. Does Nauman. He looks to drop it down, but he clearly had no more boost in Sieb. He was able to get back, was able to make the touch, but they are still running out of time, and it's good game control from the Czechs so far.
And the thing from the Czech Republic is that, like you said, they're just running out of boost as they're going downfield, so they have to get themselves back as Fireman Jonas fires from midfield, and here comes a long-range shot from Malco as well, or Nauman, excuse me. Sieb now trying to bring it back a little bit, 30 seconds left. Game might be slipping away from them bit by bit. And Czech Republic looking to go 1-1 in the series. Lauti trying to put the nail in the coffin as he takes it back downfield, and that's all Czech Republic need to do at this stage of the game. Tylacto just hold on to the ball, drain this clock down to 0, maybe even get a third as Nauman keeps this aggressive down the blue end.
I mean, Norway, where's the kitchen sink right now? They seem almost content to let this two-goal lead just stand there and let the second game slip. Of course, that's not the case, and they're trying their absolute hardest, but just doesn't feel like they've been able to generate much, and for me at least, that doesn't bode well going into the crucial game 3. So many times you will see a 1-1 situation in the best of 5s, and you always want to be the team that takes that second game.
Yeah, absolutely do. And I know people hate it when casters say this, but it's essentially a best of 3 at this point. But you say that, and you've got Czech Republic coming through, as you said, you want to be winning that second game and giving yourself a little bit of momentum. And I think it was was it F. I think F. referred to it last night when we were chatting in the hotel as if you lose the first game and then win all the 3. No, that's the gentleman's sweep. No, the gentleman's sweep is win 2, lose 1, win the last.
Are you okay?
I'm trying to figure it out. It's a spaceman sweep. That's what it is.
You lost me at some point, and we're talking about things outside the game. In terms of outside the game, guys, the only thing you need to know here as we look at the beautiful Rocket League logo is that in the studio we have a beautiful beautiful dog with us. I'm trying to steal him. Don't tell them that. And have him on the desk with us. But you know, he's just roaming around the back right now, and he may have caught my eye, and I may be distracted and just thinking about this beautiful dog right now. However,
we can see him. He's right in front of us.
You can. I know. Thanks for pointing that out. As if I wasn't already distracted enough, as we do have game 3 on the cards, and Czech Republic and Norway. You better hope they won't be getting distracted in this game, because any slip up could prove massive. We talk about the series in terms of deciding top 2. On paper going in, I think this is the most important series in terms of deciding that second place.
Certainly so. It'll put whoever wins it on to match point. Possibly top 2 seeding hanging in the balance. Let's see if Norway can fire back, because when they have been going on to offense, they have been getting past the defense. It's just the final shot has been a little bit wayward, a little bit off target, and especially from Sieb as well. He needs to start finding his target a little bit more. Whereas Czech Republic, they're holding on to the ball fairly well, not giving Norway too many chances, although Inferno towards the backboard off the crossbar, but no follow-up will allow Lauti to come straight down the middle, and a flip onto the backboard will allow Inferno to rack up a save, and Cyrax, a big miss from Jonas on the backboard, allows Cyrax to come in, but no shot will come through. We stay tied at 0.
Bizarre though, it collided back off Jonas and it was rear-ended. It sort of bounced back dangerously again, so Norway haven't been able to break out due to that sort of poor luck, but Cyrax always looks dangerous when he goes up to the crossbar, but that time he ended up just looking like a dolphin. Didn't make any contact on the ball whatsoever, and it's a bit of a let-off for Norway.
The car is a dolphin.
We haven't had any early goals in the 2 games, have we? It's always been a tense. I mean, to be fair, I guess Norway were Czech Republic were quite quick in game 1. As such a good save by Lauti. Enough, yes. The finish is surely there. As great defense from the Czech Republic, but it's still not enough. Inferno with 1 shot under pressure there, and he makes it.
Sieb just slowing everything down, and everyone on Czech Republic just batters towards that corner. and everyone's pulled out, so Inferno just able to slot it in as easy as you like. Lovely stuff there from the Norway offense, and puts themselves in front by 1. What can Czech Republic do to come back from this? Because this is the first time, apart from the loss in overtime, that they have actually been down in regulation.
I was about to say that it's the first time they've been down in regulation. We haven't seen them play from behind. Whether that will change the dynamic, change their confidence, we're yet to see. They're already on the back foot again. They're trying to keep possession, but it's challenged so early by Inferno, who takes it over the top as well. He needs a bit of boost now, though. He lets it up for Jonas, but he doesn't make touch. There's a gap in the defense, and Sieb has to scramble back to take control. Good communication allows Inferno to take it past Lauti as well. He doesn't quite get the catch he was looking for, but he's going to get a second touch. Never mind. He's not going to get the flick he was looking for. He won't get a second chance at that. Naumann, he will get the flick, but it's only going to go as far as Sieb, who he sends it long, and the teams sort of re-engage in this standoff again.
Coming up for half-time. Let's see. Oh, nice touch by Cyrax. Flicks that one on, but Jonas was ready for it, had it scouted, and it's these shots from nowhere that really catch out this Norway defense. Cyrax dumping that one down. Here comes Lauti over the top, but not far, not quick enough to get to that ball, which he's coming from way far away. So I think Czech Republic just need to put a little bit of pressure, just push down the field a little bit more, and catch Norway off guard. Because if you have all 3 men in those passing plays, you might be able to catch Norway napping on their back line.
Well, it was nice from Sieb to realise he was going to get given the time by Naumann and flick it direct towards the net, forcing out the save. And you see they're trying to get the ball off defence desperately are the Czech Republic, and they're struggling. It's a double commit. It's high and uncontested in the midfield now. A free shot towards the net, and that is not an easy shot considering how open the net was, but he makes it look so easy.
So easy, and well, it's easy when you've got a wide open net to fire upon. Naumann just a little bit wayward in his clear, and when you see those soft clears as an attacker, you just completely aggress on that. You see this free ball just being gifted to you in your opponent's half, and you have to go for it, and you have to smash it towards net.
Turned up on your doorstep, and you don't even have to sign for it. You just got to bring it in from the porch, and no problem. 2-0 lead. We saw the complete mirror image of this in the previous game. Ended up being a shutout here. Less than 2 minutes the Czech Republic have to start a comeback of their own, but will they be quiet for the remainder in similar fashion to Norway last time? Inferno, he's not quiet at all. That was a beautiful pass. Would have been an incredible assist as well, but the shot from Sieb straight at Cyrax.
Minute 25 left on the clock, and Norway still being the aggressors here. As you said, you want to see Czech Republic flip field and have a crack at it. down the other end. But at this point in the game, I know you said like we saw Norway just kind of holding back. They were 2-0 down for most of the second half in game number 2. But in that situation, you're one game up. You have the games to play with, and you can just GG go next. Here, yes, you can go again, but you're given Norway match point if you just hold back and don't have a crack at net as Naumann gets a crucial save.
I feel like with how important every single individual game is in this group stage, I'm not sure you can ever afford to GG go next. It's like, you want to be winning 3-0, you want to be winning 3-1, whoever takes this third game, and it is looking like Norway so far, but time is still on the clock. It's Inferno now. He drops it down dangerously again, and Czech Republic, they're doing a good job of their defense the past 2 minutes, but the defense needs to be a little bit more than that. They need to not have to be making it in the first place. Every time they break out here, you just see Inferno collects it at the halfway line. Again, Lauti, how far can he get this break? He sends it high, but he can't get it over Jonas, who sends it towards the midfield. It's a chance as Cyrax, he does win the race to it. Naumann's there, needs to make sure he doesn't land on him, but that may have needed to be their chance. In fact, I think it might. I mean, that's just a great goal to watch again.
Yeah, let's have a look at this. It was well, you say it was a great goal. It was just Inferno just bodying out the defender, or the attacker rather. What are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing at Lauti's situation. He just sees that 50 happen. He's like, oh, no. He knows he's going to be the guy looking silly on the replay, even though it's really not his fault.
It was Cyrax just falling from the sky like an asteroid. But nevertheless, 3-0, and Czech Republic need to launch themselves into orbit a little bit. Maybe one for the road. No, it will not. But they'll be shut out in game number 3. Norway on to match point. And as you said, this is probably the most crucial series for them throughout the course of today.
I was dominating. 12 shots to 5, 3 goals to 0. Norway really awoken after that game too. They've just taken business back into their own hands. And Czech Republic, the ball's inside their side of the court. Oh, and they need to return it. And if they don't win this series, I think it's highly likely that we're looking at a situation tomorrow where they play Great Britain and have to win to stay in contention.
Absolutely. Czech Republic, they were so good throughout the close qualifiers as well. I know Cole and Stumpy were big fans of Cyrax when they were watching him throughout the Europees qualifier. But he's been kind of quiet throughout this series so far. No real big plays from him. It's all came from Lauti and Naumann, you feel, and the upstart player in Cyrax. It's a big competition, it's a big stage for him. Do you reckon nerves play a factor into this?
I mean, it's understandable. So this is an $80,000 prize pool for the EMEA regional finals. First takes home 22,000 of that, and every single game and every single step further you can go in the competition is worth incrementally more. As you know, that finals is going to be a $7,000 game. That's absolutely ridiculous. And talk about getting out the group stage, minimum 10,000 if you can get out of this Group A, which I think everyone can agree is the nicer group on paper, but the performances are coming out. You see the performance from Norway, that last game was a top-notch performance, and if they can keep pulling that out, who knows how far they can go.
Well, let's see what happens here in game number 4. Can Czech Republic start to turn it round as Lauti turns himself round, flicks it into the top corner.
What is this? A Ronaldinho move right here. Fakes out the direct shot. 360 no scope. That was incredible. Flicks it past top shelf, top corner, and that is the answer they needed.
That's one way to start off your game number 4. Again, you have to win to stay in this series. Norway now looking to respond. We've seen them respond in games previous, and it has taken them a while. And you mentioned before that this series has not had any really early goals. Do you think that was crucial for Czech Republic to get in early in the first 20 seconds?
Suddenly the dynamics changed massively, right? Norway, that is just the worst possible thing for them to let their guard down. It's sloppy. We've come to expect a little better from them, especially, you know, I know the coach Rio, he'll be sat there just like very unimpressed with the fact that's happened. I mean, to be fair, it was a great goal from the Czech Republic. Just caught 2 defenders being too defensive. Ooh. And you know, you see a goal like that, you get punished by a play like that. It doesn't even feel that bad. It was a magnificent goal. It could be a crucial one as well.
And for Norway, trying to fire back, as I said, you saw a couple of shots there from the Norway attack, and they just went high and wide. I mentioned their shooting accuracy a little bit earlier on. It doesn't seem to have calmed down in the sense of trying to get things back on target, although Inferno touching that one towards Seed. Fireman Jonas now towards net, but it's off the crossbar. and that's got to feel bad when you see it rattling off the bar and out. For Norway to come back, it's looking tricky for them.
Had to be a top-notch shot. He did a great job of getting into a dangerous position. That crossbar bounce, catching off the defense there. It was nearly impossible to get that on target and get the goal without a mistake on the defense. It was close, but they need more than that. You don't want these close glimpses of chances. You need sustained pressure, chance after chance, progressively getting more dangerous, and the opponent struggling more and more for boost. Otherwise, you're relying on that one-punch mentality. That's a great save from Jonas. You see the soft shot from Cyrex. He had to keep it under the bar.
Inferno!
Under the bar. That's a beautiful runaway goal. Take us through this.
Let's have a look from Inferno's POV. I mean, he's just a little bit out of frame here, but he gets it right past Lauti. And that's a Lauti-esque goal if I've ever seen that. It's like anything you can do, I can do better.
Top trump there. He's completely just got him back as Lauti will be sat going, huh. Oh, I guess I look silly now. There's going to be 1-1 in the game here. This crucial game 4 in Group A. We're not even at half-time yet, and Norway, again, trying to break out, but the confidence is still there in this Czech side. Inferno, though, you see so proactive in the midfield. Takes command of that, as takes command of the 50. Sieb does, but almost too much. It flies so far across that Jonas has to recover it at the mid-line. Cyrex is up, though, and the Czech Republic still fighting back.
Tied halfway through this one. Lauti looking to put Czech Republic back in front. You saw Naumann flying in there at the last second, just wasn't able to get the final touch there, but we said Czech Republic, their first goal gave them a boost. Inferno's goal gave them a boost, and that certainly got to put some fire in their bellies.
That is a beautiful shot from Inferno. Look at the placements here. That angle to get it two defenders as well. Crisp corner, top notch. They've come from behind again. And the Czech Republic, they couldn't have been letting this happen. It's 2-1 in the game, 2-1 in the series, and Norway are threatening to take the series as a whole.
And Inferno looking for a third as well, trying to put it a little bit more out of reach. Sieb now, not a lot of boost in the tank, but able to call Fireman Jonas in to fight this one in the corner. Lauti try to squiggle out of his own corner. Now the boom long from the Czech Republic. Can Lauti get the shot? No, he cannot. Naumann will have to take it from this left-hand side, looking for someone in the middle. But again, this Norway defense just so aggressive, starting to challenge every single ball. And Sieb has a crack at net. It's on target this time, but Cyrex saves.
So dangerous. Norway still looking. They don't even need the extra goal, but they know that they don't want to have just this uncomfortable 1-goal cushion. They want the 2-goal cushion. It may be more expensive, but it's definitely a worthwhile deal. You know what's worthwhile? Going to intel.gg/500. It's definitely advisable there. Thank you very much to Visa. But the final minute, they're going to be earning a lot more than 500, the players will be, if they can get this game on the cards. But Czech Republic, it's starting to look dire.
Maybe desperation mode right now, although still plenty of time left on the clock, still scrambling to get that second goal. Oh, big miss from Lauti. Naumann has to get it there, and he was so lucky, Cyrex was, that he had another man back, because if he missed that, that pretty much would have been game over. Although Fireman Jonas looking to put the nail in the coffin, he might just have done with 41 seconds to go.
Really might have done it. Takes the 50 past Lauti, just gets dunked, and Naumann can't challenge the ball directly. Gets that shot, and the crossbar had denied him previously. It helps him out here. Down and in off that crossbar. 41 seconds on the clock. Czech Republic, they need one hell of a performance here. It's do or die. Cyrex is up looking for the double touch. He's got to find it, and boy does he answer that question.
Well, I said Norway, they had a little bit of fire in their bellies. That's got to light a flame under the Czech Republic now. 34 seconds remaining, 7 seconds since Norway scored, and we're back to a 1-goal game. Can the Czech Republic get another quickie and tie this one up at 3? Maybe go into overtime, as we saw in game number 1. They are starting to push forward a lot more now. Naumann in the corner has to challenge Sieb, but he gets it round him with no boost at all. Demo onto Inferno, opens up the net for maybe Lauti to come into for this one. I think Cyrex, or maybe even Naumann was on that side as well. Cyrex now towards the backboard. Last 10 seconds. Can he get the touchdown? He's got it, but blocked by the defender. Naumann has one last chance perhaps, but it's going to roll up the side. Lauti now pinches it back towards the middle. Sieb is there. Cyrex towards net. Top corner. Doesn't drop. And again, this ball stays up in the air.
Naumann has to make the touch. It's up. It's a shot. It's direct. It's again the woodwork. The save comes through from Fireman Jonas, and a huge series to open up the day. Norway, they take it 3-1.